Okay, so that is the first characteristics of a computer. Okay, the second characteristics is accuracy. Now, in addition to speed, computers are very accurate. Okay, the circuit in a computers have electronic parts which do not wear and tear. Now, normally you have your own computers at home. You may have your own computers at home, be it a laptop or desktop, right? In terms of desktop, you will see that there are huge fans uh, attached to the back of your cabinet box, right? And then in terms of your laptop also, these days you have additional heat cooler fan below, which is attached below, right? Okay, now without that also in your laptop, okay, without having that also, your laptop will run freely. It won't cause any problem, or like overheating, no matter how for how long you use, right? So the build, structural build, the hardware build of the system of your computer is built in such a way that uh, it will not melt, it will not burn away, it will not break away until unless there is some like a high voltage fluctuation that comes in. Okay, so under normal circumstances, it does not break away like that. There's no hardware failure like that. So in terms of accuracy, performing their millions of operations per second, these circuits can run errorless for days together. Okay, if the input data is valid and the program is correct and reliable. That is, okay, uh, if your instructions are correct, that is 1 plus 1, you obviously you should get 2, like that, right? But somehow you made a mistake like that, right? So what will happen is that depending upon the human input values that are entered, okay, the the computer will always accurately give the correct data only, even if it is the wrong data. Okay, that means if the user enters the wrong input, the computer will accurately give the wrong output always, like that. Okay, so there's no differentiation between for a computer. Okay, so it all depends on the human users. Okay, so in terms of accuracy, it is 100%. Storage and retrieval. Okay, both data and program can be stored in a computer if they are required for future use. Okay, whenever required, both may be quickly retrieved and used by the user for future references. So that is another major advantage of a computer, right? In terms of storage capacity. So you these days you have 1 TB, 2 TB storage hard disk, right? So all these things we'll see later on, okay, regarding primary storage, secondary storage. Okay, so that is one of the major advantage, okay, where you can store huge amount of data. Okay, now when you're talking about the this huge amount of storage, okay, so I'll discuss on that later on. Okay, regarding how much data a computer can actually store. Okay, then next is repeated processing capability. Computer can process same job or task repeatedly for years, but providing the necessary speed and accuracy. So computers will always keep on repeating the same every day. You start the computer, okay, you say like you let it do a certain work, it will never say I don't want to do this again, right? No matter how many times you keep on processing that same work, okay, it will always keep on doing that one, right? Unlike humans, okay, a computer will never say no. Okay, so that is one of the other things. Okay, in terms of time factor, response time is greatly reduced, while the total time spent in various decision-making activities is reduced to a minimum. So in terms of time factor also, since it is speed, since it is accuracy, okay, the time consumed is also minimized. Okay, now if you have to do a huge sum, right, if you even if you may be using your fingers, or you may be using a pen and paper method, you may take at least few seconds. But if you let a computer do that, calculate that, within 1 second it will give the answer, right? So time factor is also an added advantage, okay, for that, because of the speed and because of the accuracy. So permanent, In a computerized system, a very large amount of data can be stored for future reference. Okay, it also reduces paperwork as all information is stored in the computer itself. So you're talking about your secondary storage device, right? Your hard disk, where you can store the data permanently. Okay, provided if you want to delete it, you can delete it also. But if you don't delete it, it will be stayed there even after 10 years also, right? So you, so that is also one another advantage. Okay. Another thing is quick decisions. Problems are handled more easily by using various operations research models, which enables the user to take quick decisions as time for retrieval of information is very fast. So with that, we are able to make quick decisions. Okay, as retrieval of information becomes very fast. Okay, then secrecy in a computerized system. Okay, more secrecy is observed as compared to manual system. Also, chances of leakage of classified informations are reduced. Okay, all those things are in terms of security. Okay, which also will go later on. Okay, so characteristics of computers. Okay. So these are the characteristics of computers. Okay, so go through those again. Okay, so it's also like the advantages of the computers. Okay, so that is the second topic. Okay, now when you come to the third topic, okay, the functional components, you can see that in the diagram you have your input, and in the processing part, that is called the CPU. Okay, you have the CPU is further divided into memory, CU, ALU, and then finally you have the output. Okay, so this functional components, okay, we will see tomorrow. Okay, for today I'll stop here. Okay, and uh, if you have not understood, okay, you can always feel free to send a private comment through the Google Classroom. Okay, you can send a comment to me, you can post a comment, you can clear your doubts from there. Okay, or uh, if you if you need a better pictorial diagram for say like that, okay, there is always tutorials in YouTube. Okay, through which also with 3D diagrams and animations you can also understand the definitions of computers, the characteristics of computers. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see the functional components. Okay, then the hardwares and softwares. Okay, history of computers and all those things. So from tomorrow onwards, okay, I'll try to go a bit faster. Okay, because I'm sure that every one of you have gone through this in your high school days. Okay, so that will be for your first day of your online classes. Okay, so you'll be seeing more of me. Okay, so log in to your YouTube link, which I'll be uploading this in Google Classroom. Okay, and then yes, I can see that by the number of views. Okay, and depending and the number of students. Okay, how many are viewing. Okay, so be careful on that. Okay, and be sincere from the start itself. Okay, because regarding computer, if in class 12 you're not sincere, class 11 you're not sincere. Okay, class 12 you'll face lots of problems. Okay, so that will be for today. Okay, thank you, bye.